motions just go towards your mouth.
Like that?
That's funny.
Okay, I didn't realize it. Okay. Mics are stupid.
All right. Hello there. Welcome back, Legionnaires. If you're... Wow, you're just going to laugh at me like that? They're all
We're not doing
Legionnaires.
that. No,
yeah.
we're not doing that.
That's
We're
the
not
fan
doing
base.
that.
That's the fan base.
Never say that again.
No.
What?
we can't do
Is that what
I'm
you
against
guys
it.
did?
Listen,
When we have Legionnaire's
I
disease,
tried to change it up a little bit.
Lee Garrison's disease.
welcome, fellow people with Legionnaire's disease.
Lee Garrison's disease.
Listen.
That just, see, I'm old, and I remember when that was a thing. Legionnaire's
That's
disease.
what I was thinking about.
Fine, I'll use the basic intro that Christian hates all the time.
No,
one?
do something
hate
else.
the
But
intro.
I just wasn't expecting you to say that.
This has got to be a TikTok, though, right there. That's got to be its own concept.
Legionnaires?
Yeah. Hello there, and welcome back to the 716th Attack Legion. Julian's playing with the spaceship. If you're just joining us for the first time, we are doing reactions to Bad Batch.
Mm-hmm.
Julian's first time watching.
It was pretty damn good.
He liked it.
It was very good. Jordan's not here,
Oh yeah, Jordan decided to watch the Bills game instead of joining us.
and Max took my
So
seat.
Max is
Sorry,
actually
yeah.
Max took my seat. I
And
took your
Jack-
seat.
Yeah. So we slide it down. Let's watch this Bad Batch episode 2 because I don't even have any thoughts. I want to know who the guest is. Let's just do it. It's such a cool ship.
It is Rambo.
Inspecting every corner of the
Rambo
ship,
and
finally
Loba.
tied her out.
It's Omega.
Hunter, she's a child. What are we gonna do with her? We are coming up on Salukami.
Salukami. What?
You know what's funny is I just looked it up. Guess where Operensis has died? The
Where?
Siege of Salukam.
Did you really?
It's like, I'm not even joking. It's the goat! The goat character! Look at
Is that what you were
the
talking about?
Nexu! The Nexu.
The Nexu. Is it that little lemur thing?
Just watch.
Piss some shit.
Manure.
Manure.
What is that?
Okay, Ray, relax.
That would be debt.
I didn't know there was so much green in the entire galaxy. I've switched over to Jordan's side, so I'm
Oh gosh. Don't let Christian corrupt you.
Yeah, just being around me like is a very corrupting presence.
I forget what planet this is.
Salukam.
I mean, I know what planet it is, but I forget who's on this planet.
Boobs.
Boobs.
What are you talking about?
That's not our specialty. He's been doing it for years. And you
Oh.
trust?
Oh my god, is it that one clone that has like the two kids? Oh fuck, what is his name? What's his
What are we
name?
looking at?
A booby trap.
Single trip
It is boobs, guys.
It is boobs.
cute.
Oh shit.
Easy wrecker. Was that me?
More
Yeah, it
clones
is.
Lost their way.
Oh shit.
It's been a while, fellas.
What is his name again?
I'll give you a hint. It's in the title of the episode.
Cut?
Yeah.
Yes.
Echo and Omega. Cut and Sue.
Cut the queen
Pleased to meet you.
for some reason.
Ma'am.
Are you lightning? Cause you McQueen.
Complicated. Sounds familiar. Rex told us about the clone troopers turning against the Jedi. You talked to Rex? When?
There he
Yesterday.
is. Yesterday.
He was there yesterday?
We just missed him.
He was going on about some behavioral implant.
He must mean the inhibitor chip.
The what?
Inhibitor chips. The Kaminoans implanted them in the clones to modify their behavior.
Tech. You said the regs were programmed, but you never mentioned the chip. How else did you think it worked?
We love tech.
Oh, they're not
Step outside.
little babies anymore.
Jack! Remember me?
Oh Jesus.
Who are you?
Where are your tails?
Those are not the same kids.
They are.
Yes, there.
I don't remember her being blue. I thought she was the orange one.
She had little bits of blue, and they kind of like she kind of has a what's that one thing they have where it's like the pigment thing, but it's like they get more of it. That's kind of like what they've made for like young Twi'leks, I think.
Young Twi'leks start out as white.
They're significantly older than they were in Clone Wars, and it's only been like
It's been 3 years.
two and a
That was
half
season
years.
one of Clone
Oh,
Wars.
was it really?
Yeah,
I
it's
thought
very
it was
early.
Season 3.
It's very early.
No, it's when
Jesus.
It's after the Grievous Intrigue episode, I think.
yeah.
Oh, that's right, with the Malevolence and all that shit.
You're supposed to catch it.
You're supposed to catch it, dude.
Not exactly.
Does he have a grade like a?
Kaminoans don't create without a purpose.
Dude, them are some
You all
fucking
have
sideburns,
one, so-
bro.
The
What's
Those
Clones?
are
clones,
some
hers.
serious mutton chops.
the clones have accelerated aging. They age faster.
That's why, what's it called?
That's why Rex and all.
Jango Fett,
Oh yeah, Jango Fett.
didn't have a
You have
accelerator.
no idea.
He didn't. Oh, no, neither did Boba.
We didn't have a choice. Kamino wasn't safe anymore.
Yeah, twice as fast as normal human.
Well, Boba was the original, right?
No.
Oh,
Jango's the
Jango,
original.
yes.
Boba's the clone.
Heading into town to book us a transport off-world. We can take you where you need to go. Nah, you're wanted men. It's too risky. I have to do what's best for them.
There's no way that those can be his kids because they're too old.
Yeah, we had an argument about this in the past.
We had a whole conversation about this, which I still don't believe that they're his kids because
No, they're not.
he hasn't been alive long enough.
He used the world between worlds to go back in time and impregnate.
Yeah,
her.
cut
Those
the
kids are
Quain,
probably older.
time
than he
traveler.
is.
Yes, they are. Probably. Again, the oldest clones look older, but they should only biologically
They
be
started
like
seizing ships about a week ago.
26 or something.
You sure?
I think so. Because they only age twice as fast. Like all the clones in like Attack of the Clones that you see should only be like the oldest should be 20 because it's been 10 years.
Rex is 31 biologically at the end of the Clone Wars.
Oh, interesting.
Quit being a soldier behind you and make a new life for yourself.
What do you want?
I need to book passage on the next shuttle out of here.
I need a
Those
menu run.
credits won't do you any good without a chain code.
It's Asajj Ventress.
But is that Ventress's voice actress?
It's actually Maz.
Your chain code.
Every citizen can exchange their advantage
Oh, I hate this guy.
for Imperial credits, thanks to the generosity of the new Galactic Empire.
It's not just ships. They're registering people too. Getting off planet's gonna be harder than I thought.
So just go with them.
It's too risky.
But have them take you to another planet and
It's
then
too
just
risky.
fuck off there.
It's too risky.
But it's too risky.
Bullshit. Sorry, Dave, but that's just stupid.
I like how Hunter went incognito and still wore his bandana.
Yeah.
It's glued to his forehead. It's a part of him.
Inside. Now.
She was right behind me.
I'm Omega.
Wilson.
Fuck.
Don't move.
It's the goat.
The goat to your character.
Nexu.
Nexu. So dumb.
Mom, it's Omega. She went out past the fence.
Sue got to that roof like a
Yeah, she
champ.
went up like a sniper.
Sue is like Aunt Beru and Obi-Wan.
That's it.
What a shot. She's got the.
He's got a knife.
He's Rambo.
Get out of here. Then don't ever come back.
You realize you could have been killed? Easy. She's not a soldier.
I'm sorry. I was trying to get the ball. I didn't know.
Oh, God.
So many. Dave Filoni is like the king of creating father relationships in Star Wars.
Did Sabotius?
Shakti, because she died like 4 times.
This is a real question. Did Sabotius die before episode 1?
Yes.
Okay,
I
that's
think
what
so.
I thought.
Because in Tales of the Jedi.
Okay, so the clones are older than
Dooku.
10 then. Okay, that makes sense. Then Rex being 31 does make sense. then.
Another set of eyes out here.
Almost forgot how good of a shot you are.
Oh yeah, the clones didn't.
the clones
the
already-
clones weren't like made right before the Clone Wars. they were
the clones,
like
the
bred
clones
a while
exist.
ago.
There's very young clones theoretically exist on Kamino during episode 1.
Yeah,
Right.
I've been thinking.
they just
about
age
what you
very
said.
well.
Age well.
You're right. She's not a soldier. Just give us some time. When you leave Seleucami, I want to make it a go with you. You two can give us something that
Yeah,
we
let's get
can't.
rid of her.
Is that what you really want?
It's what she needs.
Are they gonna have a father-daughter relationship?
It's ironic.
I hope
Clones
so.
wanted names instead of numbers. Yet now people are signing up to be given numbers.
It's ingenious. You could create a database to identify anyone in the galaxy.
Glad you're impressed.
That works really well because they identify Andor and Andor within like 20 minutes of him fighting those people at the beginning of episode 1. So apparently this system works really well.
Hunter said they're tagging ships inside their impound facility. That is our way in.
You're suggesting we call the authorities and have them seize our ship?
That is exactly what I am saying.
I guess if they think it's abandoned, that just might work.
I'm still on board with Tex, my favorite. He's just too sassy. I love it.
Hunter was definitely ready to play like the five-finger game.
This was the simplest solution.
Getting our ship impounded is not my idea of a solution.
We'll meet you at the spaceport with the chain codes. I have this under control.
There's one big problem. Omega's on the ship.
I think it's a good plan, Tip.
Much for Sim.
Well, fuck.
See, isn't Wrecker already much less? Like he's already much less of like
already
a
much less
cumbersome
annoying,
presence on
yeah.
the episode.
What kind of ship is this anyway?
They got booted.
Omicron class.
It's a mess. No wonder it was abandoned.
What?
See, their cargo holds
I love
above,
Echo's helmet.
unlike the Falcons, which is in the floor.
So far, so good. Now, how can I help?
You had enough
Drop it.
action for today. We'll handle this.
Yeah.
Go to the security kiosk, stop in, copy the data, and grab the blank discs from each program.
Roger that.
He's got to tap in, bro.
Tap in.
He's got to plug his
Tap,
hand in.
tap, tap in.
He's got to plug his R2 arm in.
Why don't they give him a hand?
Yeah.
Because it's helpful, bro. What do you mean?
It could be like K2's where it like pops out of his wrist.
He don't need that. He wants it to be his hand.
It's
better.
it's so much of an inconvenience to him.
It's his right hand too, which is wild. Yo, are all the clones the same? Are all the clones dominant-handed? Right.
I think so.
Found him.
Just takes a whole
Yeah.
takes a whole thing.
He did it.
What is this?
I don't think I ever noticed
Call
that.
back to episode 4.
They've done that so many times in this damn series.
I think my favorite's Django in episode 2.
Encryption shouldn't be a
Like
problem.
bonk.
Rex does it one time, which is pretty fun.
What?
Don't
Listen,
worry.
yeah.
I can slip through security unnoticed and deliver the discs to you momentarily.
I really dislike that you could see like Tech's eyes through his gun.
Yeah.
I think that's cool.
I don't like it.
Where the discs go?
That
And where's
is-
Omega?
What's his name? The leader of Crimson Dawn.
Yep.
Whatever his name is.
Found her.
This great plan of yours is looking really lousy about now. You let her go by herself?
Well, we didn't let her go.
I'm on it.
She ran off on her own.
I love if Wrecker's like, I'll go.
Kids always find trouble.
What is taking so long with the
I think purple
Are you
Twi'lek
trying
might
to
be the
get
best
caught?
color.
I'm doing my best. You want to come out
Green's
here
not
and give it a
bad.
try? Hey, who are you? You don't belong here. I've got a situation to face.
Look.
Should have
Okay.
done that like 2 seconds sooner.
That is not ideal.
We're in agreement on that one.
He just pops out.
Everything's fine. Situation normal. How are you? Oh, fucking Archie.
It's Goldie.
Is it gold?
No.
Oh
He's
shit!
been fucking- Oh no, he's been murdered. He's been.
Skull crushed that fucking dude.
Wrecker, we could use some help over here. On my way.
Goldie's cousin.
Gotta get going.
Show me your chain code, citizen.
Sure, I got it right here. Oh, right. Must be in this hand.
Yep.
What? That's sick.
He's like, fuck. Oh,
He's like, oh shit.
There's like 30 of them.
I can't risk it. You have to find another way out.
I'm here. And I have the chain codes.
Yeah, on me.
Shut the fuck up. Let's just go.
I have discs instead of 4.
You didn't tell her?
Tell me what?
The extra chain codes for you. So you can leave with Cut and Sue.
Why? Did I do something wrong?
That's me. That's me.
The good people will give you the life you deserve. You have to go, Omega. It's for your own good.
Give him a hug. Come on.
Get out of here.
Just give him a
Go
hug.
away.
Just give him a
throws
little-
rock. It's like. It's... Although they just made these.
You're clear. Gone through.
Okay. That took a seemingly long amount of
Yeah,
time
I
for
know, I
that
thought you were
one.
gonna say something on that one.
Hunter, we have worn out our welcome. We need to go right now. On my way.
Hey, look, it's a razor. It's a woman's razor, actually.
Yeet. Get him, Rambo.
They killed that one.
They kill him. And they kill him sometimes.
They do. They use. They end up using what's it called a lot. The stun.
stuns?
They don't use it in this scene actually.
No.
Glad you could make it.
What are we waiting for? The clam's still magnetized. The system's not responding.
Plan B.
Yeah.
I love the tech does the Captain Rex.
Responded to that. Let's go. Omega's not back.
Rekka, she's not.
What? Oh, shit. Bonk.
Yeah.
Like, I'll kill all you. Oh my god, that guy he's
Just
like
shot in the foot and then in the
just
face.
shot in the face. Like he's like no need. Like just shoot him in the face.
We outie shouty.
Gonky.
What?
Yay, we love Gonky.
Is he just benching?
Yeah, Gonk droid. Yeah. This is their droid, by the way. This is Gonky.
Oh.
This is Gonk.
That's his actual name.
I know I made a mistake, and I have a lot to learn, but you don't have to get rid of me. I left Camino with you. This is where I want to be.
Yeah, Dad.
Tell you the truth, kid. Guess I've got a lot to learn too.
He's gotta become a dad.
If this is where you want to be, then this is where you'll stay.
I can imagine Sue is probably on the ship being like,
Where did Omega go?
they're probably having a panic attack looking for her right now. What an episode.
I think weirdly enough, you wouldn't think like why is Cutler Queen like it's like oh they're bringing back Clone Wars characters like immediately, but it is a strangely like decent choice.
Yeah. I mean, like,
It definitely works.
if you think about it, the only like thing that they learn from this episode is the inhibitor chips,
chip.
and then everything else is just kind of like filler.
No, I actually think that like a lot of the Omega stuff, like with them having, well, that's why I think it's good they do go with Cut, who's like been a clone who's actually been around like children for like I guess like 3 years at this point.
Yeah, I mean,
So
Hunter
who kind of teaches them like no, it's kind of he's not a soldier. Like there's like that one like the one moment with the Nexu I think is particularly good for like how they have their mindset like has to change to
Yeah.
like a pseudo Omega.
Hunter is definitely like learns a lot in this about like having to take care of other people other than just himself and the clones. You know, it's different because he's a leader, obviously, and the leaders are always like, oh, I got to take care of everybody, but like there's a little bit more responsibility now because she's there.
And
Yeah.
they're technically deserters now, and Cut's a deserter. So like and Rex. Oh no,
They just missed Rex.
no, there's some other decent stuff
Son
they
of a
dropped in this
bitch.
episode though. They just missed Rex by one day. The other big thing is like I think Cut asks like you guys were all made for a purpose, so what's hers?
Yeah.
And then they just cut away.
Yeah. They didn't address that, yeah.
we touch on it later, but like that's kind of like the
the big mystery at this point.
Yeah, it
is
still
what
doesn't
is
come-
Omega?
Yeah,
Is
like,
the point.
Why?
What is her purpose?
Why is she existing? Is a question that I have. Like, I guess like there's a lot of questions surrounding her character.
Because
Like,
I said
why-
she's an enhanced clone. She's not a.
she's enhanced and a female. why.
Yeah, and I think the enhancement has nothing to do with her being female. Weirdly enough, it's just they just did it.
They just made her female. They were like, we need.
But I feel like there's a
Each one of
reason
us.
behind that. Like she's the only one in the universe. Why did they do that? I don't know. We'll have to see.
We touch on it.
Yeah, but we missed Rex. Sad.
Miss Rex. We got the introduction of chain codes into the Star Wars universe, which play a big part in the Imperial era.
Yeah.
It's an old code set, but it checks out.
They learned that they have inhibitor chips in them.
Yeah, in which case my favorite line was like,
You didn't
Tech's
say
like,
anything about
how did
codes.
Tech goes, how did you think it worked?
Yeah.
It's like, if you knew that, why didn't you just say that?
That's Tech. This whole show,
Yeah.
like even in the last episode where they were like, "You knew that Omega was a clone? I thought it was obvious."
Yeah, Tech's very neurodiverse.
I love it. I love him. He's so sassy.
And then Julian was right. There will be a father-daughter kind of relationship between Hunter and Omega.
And they're the kind of they focus on those two the most this season. I think we said that last episode as well.
Yeah.
But they kind of get the most focus.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of obvious that that's what the plan was going to be. Yeah, I don't know. Again, I kind of agree with Jack. They didn't really do much in this episode.
Yeah, no crosshair this episode. as
Nope.
well.
No crosshair. Yeah, he's just
I think there's cool
doing
world
whatever.
building stuff and just cool like establishing of the show, like foundations in the show that's kind of needed. But yeah, otherwise it's kind of fillery. Like it's not like fillery in the way that some Rebels episodes are, where like nothing happens, because there's stuff that like very much moves the characters' relationships forwards in this episode, which I don't. If I think that happens in a filler episode, that makes it less fillery to me. It makes it more important.
Yeah, it was more of character development in this
yeah.
episode.
Next episode's
yeah,
filler.
definitely.
Next episode's all filler.
Except for one part isn't, but the entire other part is.
Well,
great.
If you're talking about what I think you're talking about,
Yeah.
it definitely goes back and forth between.
It goes back and forth drastically next episode, which we're about to do. So
Yeah.
Yeah. Overall, I mean, I think this was a good episode. I think using Cut wasn't like it was a good choice to bring back a character that like people care about.
you
And
can see
also-
the rebels in this, though,
Yeah.
were starting to already take hold of like the contained one episode stuff, but in the Clone Wars animation. So
Well,
which
this
is kind
was
of what
after
Bad
Rebels,
Batch ends
so.
up being. So
This came out after
The
Rebels.
show
years
came out
after
after Rebels.
Rebels,
I was like,
yeah.
this is definitely not
No,
after.
no.
Yeah, no, it's interesting.
Which
We'll have to-
episode-
no, it's been like the Rebel style
Yeah.
almost of storytelling. that
Which
they-
episode did you like better so far? 1 or 2?
Oh, the first one.
Yeah, much better.
The first episode's way better, but also there was a lot more. Like,
It was
there
was
a lot
literally
more
a
that was
movie.
necessary to happen in that.
Yeah.
But-
no crosshair this episode as well. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder what
Yeah.
he's doing. The next episode, he's gonna be like, "Long have I waited."
But yeah,
Just
we're gonna go
chill.
right
Yeah,
into
we're
the
gonna
next
go
one
into
though.
the
Yeah, let's do
so,
it.
I don't understand why their ship is like busted.
because it got shot at.
Yeah, I was gonna say they did get just shot at by like 50 clones.
Conky.
Chow time.
Why is Gonky just laying?
Is
Yeah,
that
it's just like
is that a death stick?
It's a cheese stick.
Like, isn't it a death stick? It's a cigarette.
It's the weird sausage thing that Luke had in episode 5 that Yoda like yum 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 on.
You can have mine.
Hey,
Is that bamboo? What is that? Is that
That's the wrapper. Record just ate it whole.
Guess I'm not used to having a kid around here.
well, none of us are. She's not complaining.
Yeah, she's happy. She's like, I'm cool.
Echo,
This is a nice
lights
ship.
cut out again. Thought you fixed it. Yeah, add it to the list. Several systems have been glitching ever since. Repairs would go faster if I had some help.
The shipwide diagnostic report indicated no critical systems were compromised.
Immediately.
famous last words.
Immediately starts crash landing.
Yeah, a little bit of the coming out of hyperspace weirdness that they've
Yeah.
shown before.
It's not affecting life support. We're fine.
We're fine.
He reminds me of David Tennant as Hu Yang.
For your first crash landing.
First?
Omega, strap in.
That is not
Good
big
job,
enough.
Uncle Wrecker.
That is not big enough. That is not-
Good job, Wrecker. Strap in the women and children first.
He can cuddle.
We're gonna die.
Jack reminds me of like he gives us the same vibe as like like
That's
that
me.
same, like,
Yeah, it's like, oh wait, there's a kid here.
like-
Is it over?
Remember, Omega, you wanted this.
yeah, you chose this life.
I'm rocked from last night.
904. You will be pleased to know your vitals are at optimum levels. Go away. I am compelled to comply with your request.
Why didn't AZ have a reflection?
He's a vampire. Obviously. Don't ask them questions, Jack.
Right on schedule,
this
Rampart.
guy.
I hear your
I
chain
hate
code
Rampart.
implementation has been most successful.
Laying the foundation of our new empire is of the utmost importance.
Indeed.
Our top recruits are here to begin their training under their new commander.
If you notice, all of the clones no longer have colored armor.
Elite squad. Top soldiers from across the galaxy. Imagine more squads like this being trained by skilled clones. Together, they would make a formidable army.
A partnership such as this could have promise.
Capacitors in place, but other systems are now failing. Something's causing damage to the exterior hull. You want to narrow that down?
Life support's down.
Right. Like, how are they breathing currently?
It's still up, probably. It's just the electricity. You don't need that to support the life support.
What? What is it?
Some kind of creature. About this big, with a long tail. It ran off with the part.
The creature is most likely an Ordo moon dragon, a species that feeds on raw energy. Wrecker, stay here. I'll go after the dragon and get our part back.
I'll go with you.
Echo. I don't know.
Good.
Oh, no. Okay, Hera, chill.
You're not a good hero in Star Wars unless you bring children into war.
Yeah. That's it.
All right, Rambo.
A tangible test is in order. We need to see them in action.
By all means.
Send the clone and your recruits to Onderon. I want Saw Gerrera's camp found and wiped out. Let's see if they can succeed where Clone Force 99 failed.
How smug these guys look.
Tonwi looks pissed.
What are you doing?
Tracking.
Could I learn to track like you?
Well, it's an enhanced skill. Wrecker and Tech, we each have one.
And Crosshair, you shouldn't be angry at him. He can't help it.
I'm angry at myself. We don't leave our own
I mean,
behind.
technically he can, because Rex did, but we don't talk about this.
Alright, who do you think's gonna win, Saw Gerrera or the new people?
Fucking Saw. I mean, like...
Wait, a sensor's been triggered in Sector 2A. Alert the other.
Get our people on the shuttle now!
And Lux Bonteri comes out.
That'd have been gone. I don't know
Dude,
what
this guy he can't be done for. There has to be more. Oh shit.
Hunter, wake up! Wake up! Okay, Omega. You can do this.
She kind of sounds Scottish a little bit.
Almost like Australian. A little bit.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
They're from New Zealand.
they're from New Zealand. Or, well, that's where the accent's from, but she sounds a mix of New Zealand and
He's a
Scotland.
very thick New Zealand accent, though.
Yeah, it's like, hers is like hardcore. Damn. Jesus.
Pretty sure Crosshair's taken on like all of the people so far.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Jesus!
Yeah.
Oh, he looks so sick.
Okay, well,
Damn.
damn, they did not hold back, that's for sure.
Where's Gerrera?
I don't know, but I wouldn't tell you if I did.
Holy shit!
Do any of you have information you'd like to share?
We don't know anything.
Then you're of no use to the Empire.
What are you doing? Guerrera's fighters are dead. These are civilians. We should bring them in.
Those weren't our orders.
Forget our orders.
Excuse me, Crosshair, chill the fuck out.
Ignore the clones. We signed up to be soldiers, not an execution squad.
Jesus. This is like way darker than I ever thought it was gonna be. Oh, fuck off, Crosshair.
You just wait 1 second.
Oh my god, don't.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It's dark.
Back to the filler.
Oh my god, they just like
back to the
murked
filler episode.
everybody.
Back to Omega crawling through a tunnel.
Against an animal. I love that.
what?
90% of Star
God.
Wars, 90% of Star Wars filler episodes involve an animal.
Yeah.
Like involve like
Mandalorian filler episode.
Yeah.
yes, that's very true for Mandalorian. It's
I
very
just-
true.
Okay, well I'm gonna talk over this because I really could give two shits about this part.
Yeah, this I don't care. You're good.
What? This is like next. They're just like, dude. Even if Crosshair like figures his shit out and they do remove the chip, I'd still be like, you did that?
Yeah. I'm happy
You
they
did that anyway? Bruh, he would be. I would shoot him in the head.
I think this show lives up to like the evil of the Empire pretty well.
Yeah,
when they
yeah.
really show it.
Really?
Yeah. No, but they do more like as it goes forward.
It's intense as fuck. I did not think that they were gonna do that. Oh, so it's attracted to the light.
It's attracted to the energy.
That's good.
Oh.
I think that's actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
Are you okay? What were you thinking going down there?
The mission was to retrieve the capacitor, wasn't it? I tracked the dragon, like you did. I got the part.
We're down a soldier.
It appears your squad is one trooper down.
Guerrero was already gone, but the rest of his camp was dealt with.
Impressive. The clone commander's new squad has followed through, where his brethren did not. I leave this project in your capable hands, Admiral.
Thank you, sir.
Oh god, he's gonna be horrible.
Yeah. We hate Rampart.
Oh wow, they cleared out all our shit. Oh, don't tell me you feel bad now. You feel bad now after you killed everybody? Yeah, shut
He
up.
misses his brothers.
I don't care about killing innocent civilians. I just miss doing it with tech.
Where have you been?
Napping.
Hey, kid, come with me. Cover your eyes. Check it out.
Oh, it's a bed.
It's your own room.
She gets to sleep in the gunner seat.
Sweet. That's cool.
Yeah. Your Wrecker's nice. Wrecker's
Yeah.
very sweet.
Well, what do you think?
It's perfect. Thank you, Rekka.
It was nothing.
That was great.
Fades out.
Okay.
Yeah, it's nice.
That was a good
It's not that bad.
I definitely liked this episode better than the last one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Weirdly enough, the good parts of this episode I think are probably a little
The good
bit better
parts of
than
this
the
episode,
last episode.
outweigh the good parts
Yeah.
of the.
Again, the
last
main
one.
story is very. Actually, no, I don't know. Who don't even know who the main story is in this episode? It's
I
probably
mean, the main.
Crosshair. It's
The
the
Yeah,
main
it's
story
Crosshair.
is yeah. I feel like they wanted the main plot to be about the Bad Batch, but it's not. Crosshair was obviously the most important part of this.
Yeah.
But I loved it. I thought that was awesome. Like, I think last episode was very like streamlined. Like, this is what they're doing, and da 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 da.
Yeah.
And for the Bad Batch, it was. But the Crosshair thing really like adds. I thought that was sick. It's also really intense. Oh my god.
Well, it gets back into the Clone Wars where it's like, this is a kid show. No, it is not.
Yeah, like
there he is.
it's those Clone Wars type moments where it's like, what the hell? Like, this is allowed? Like,
Savage just decapitated a room of 9 people. Like,
or like when Ahsoka decapitates like 4, like flips over and
Mandalorians.
decapitates 4 Mandalorians. Like, it's like, oh, okay. It's like,
or like when Anakin comes up behind the dude and literally just stabs him in the
Stabs
back.
him through,
Like,
yeah.
Clone Wars is dark, and
Oh,
this
yeah.
definitely carries over. It's the darker moments.
Yeah. It worries me about where Crosshair's character is going because they obviously at the end he walks into the room and he sees all the empty beds and they want you to feel bad for him, but I don't fucking feel bad for him. Like what?
No, he just like.
No, he just murked like a whole bunch of innocent people for because good soldiers.
But it's just I can't say that word.
Inhibitor
chip, man.
Yeah, but like he knows that the orders weren't to just kill innocent people. Like he knows that.
No, they wanted. Like, when they got back, and he said the camp's been dealt with.
Yeah, he wanted Tarkin wanted the camp
Tarkin
gone.
wanted the camp
Tarkin
gone.
is realistically... Tarkin is an argument to be made that he's the second most evil character in Star Wars. Like, after Palpatine.
Yeah.
And more than a lot of Sith Lords. Like, I'm not even joking.
I don't know, I just...
Tarkin's... some of Tarkin's lore... Like,
really
Tarkin's planet hunts, like, people.
Yeah.
Like, for fun. Like,
Yeah.
it's like...
I don't know, that was just really intense.
He had, like, the flamethrower dude just like...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was cool, though,
He pulled a
to see them
Keati
fight.
on him. Like,
But they are
Get
cool.
the flamethrower!
Bring the flamethrower!
The new elite...
The sentient bugs.
The elite, like, troopers are cool.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah, their
cool.
armor's cool.
I like that.
It's very interesting to see that Crosshair's elite squad is all black armor, but then all of the regular clones are all white armor again. They got rid of all their personality.
Well, these are the earliest ideas for, like, the Stormtrooper project. It's already starting to take shape, and Tarkin's already has a big hand in, like, trying to make it happen.
Yeah.
So, which again, we saw Tarkin's, like, aptitude. I think is I'm not sure if that's the right word or not. Not aptitude. That's another word. Not trusting fully, or not like he doesn't like clones.
Yeah.
Like,
I hope that they like touch on the idea of
The Caminos.
no, I hope that they touch on the idea of like yes, we have the most elite trained soldiers in the galaxy, and then they just have horrible aim.
Oh yeah.
Well, they
That
had
looks
it a little
early,
bit
yeah.
in this episode when the one guy was shooting at the soldier. It was like, hew, hew, hew.
The only person I think who hit their shots was Crosshair.
Crosshair took out like 7 of them right away.
Yeah, he's pretty cool. Like I have to say, like his skill set is pretty
well,
badass.
like,
Oh, yeah.
well, in the canon, like, clones are supposed to be like significantly more like able than stormtroopers. Like,
Yeah.
even good stormtroopers, not necessarily. They're just more cost effective for the Empire, and they work for also a bunch of other like socioeconomic like reasons for like why you want a significant amount of your population to also work for your Empire.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, overall, good episode. Talking points?
I had crash landing, Wrecker hitting his head. That was a semi big part. New recruited soldiers. Omega learning from Hunter. She's gathering a little more skills, and she seemed to pick
Also,
up
her
fairly
kind of
quick.
Going off on her own was cool.
Like she took the lead of.
Yeah, she
The
was like, the mission
mission
was to go get the stuff, right? It's like, yeah, but also like the fuck.
You're a child.
Yeah.
You're a kid. No, you shouldn't do that. You know.
And then Crosshair and is intense was my last talking point.
Crosshair is very intense. Yeah, there isn't really much to touch on.
I'm
other
excited
than-
to see Crosshairs. You know.
Yeah, I mean, there isn't much else to touch on other than the fact that like his plotline was very, very dark.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Crosshair's a very good character.
He is.
Yeah, well, I like where it's
A lot
going.
of twists and turns with this character.
I will say, I do like the idea that they do try to make you feel bad for him, but like, I don't. I'm like, you did this to yourself, bro. Like, you deserve to be upset right now. But you know, eventually I'll probably come around. But it's like the Jaime theory in Game of Thrones. Like, you're supposed to absolutely despise him for the first couple seasons, and then he starts to come around, and you're like, oh, but he's a good guy. You know, and
He's
he is.
not
He,
that
he
bad.
turns out to be one of the best characters. But yeah, I don't know. It's interesting. It's interesting. This show is not at all what I expected it to be.
No.
Like, I thought it was going to be something similar to Clone Wars, where each episode they were just going to go off and do another, like, mission, and that they were just going to go and do, like, you know, like in the beginning of Clone Wars.
Beginning of
episode
Clone Wars,
was
there's, like, maybe, like, an episode or, like, 2 or 3 episodes arcs, you know, and then
Yeah.
it gets, but, like, this definitely...
This is very much like,
Mhm.
yeah, this is the whole show has
Yeah,
one
it's a one big
purpose.
story.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I like that. I'm not a big, like, I like episodic things, but with this kind of stuff, like, we're beyond the epic. Like, the Clone Wars, okay, you can get away with that. There's so many things happening.
Yeah.
With this, is like, okay, there isn't really much else happening other than the Empire's here and the Jedi are gone.
Yeah.
And so just following them doing, you know, what they need to do to get out. So
I thought the show was going to be like very A-Team. like,
Yeah.
like they just go on like a side quest every episode.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying. Like I thought
And
that
I
was
like
gonna be the
that, and
case.
there is some of that. There is a lot of
Occasionally,
side
yeah.
stories, but they're always part of like the bigger story of what's going on.
Again,
and-
there are some
and, you know,
real gems in season 1. A lot of filler, I think, in season 1. But once it gets to season 2,
Oh my
is
gosh,
very
season
much
2
when
is
it
so
when it
good.
finds its footing. And there is filler in season 2, but most of the filler in season 2 is also like very interesting in and of itself, like with some of the stuff they introduce. So
mind filler as long
No, it's
as
part of a
they're
cartoon.
as long as they're it's content building like about relationships, and I think their filler episodes are always relationship based.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like I grew up in a generation of like shows like Star Trek that had to fill 22 episodes every
And that's
season.
what Bad Batch does
and,
well.
and Bad Batch is kind of reminds me of an episodic Star Trek type show where we're going to have our big episodes, but we're also going to have episodes where it's just about building chemistry and character development. And because otherwise, if you just have episodes where just stuff happens every single time, it's just
yeah.
let's have a shootout just for shootout, and that's boring. But I want to see characters develop. So if we don't have moments like Crosshair sitting on his bed thinking about his brothers,
Yeah, I appreciate
then that's really important. I like that they take the time on this show to let, I think it was the last episode where Omega to like, oh my God, dirt. I've never saw dirt before.
And I think
like
that
I think that is good storytelling, and it allows you to see why maybe she's a little annoying at times, because she's just a kid that's never done anything except wander around like with a bunch of Caminos.
I certainly think that works for this because the episodes are so short.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But
And
when
Omega
you're
really does not annoy me on this.
That's a good thing.
It's
That's
weird
like-
thing
Omega
not
doesn't
like-
annoy me either.
Yeah.
I know so many people are like, "Oh my God, she's the
Well,
most
unfortunately,
annoying
let's be
character
real.
ever."
A lot of people that just like to say that are just like antsy. Because let's be real, Star Wars.
They
has
get
its people
they
that
get
anytime
a
female
very
character
good
rocks up,
story
it's time
across
to-
in a short amount of time.
Yeah, no, I love her character. I mean, she's probably the most interesting one because we still don't know anything
Oh, yeah.
about her. But
Wait, she's the most mystery tour of the bunch.
yeah, but like the character building and the small moments and stuff works into this show because it's like only 25 minutes an episode,
Exactly.
versus like my thing with Star Trek, for example. Like, I mean, I've been watching a lot of Star Trek obviously because of the other podcast, but like my thing with that is like I can only do so much of filler, but like 50 minutes of them doing nothing like concerns me. You know, whereas this I could get away with like, okay, 20 minutes is good. But then after the 20 minutes is up, I'm like, okay. Like that's why the filler Mandalorian episodes bothered me.
Same.
Was like okay, like the Jack Black episode was cool, and I understood that they would like wanted to include like the battle droids and all that sort of stuff, but it was cool. But like there was like nothing happened for like an
So
hour.
I think Bad Batch starts in about
You
not
know?
that season 1 of Rebels is bad, but Bad Batch starts in a quality place. Well, obviously Aftermath is a very good first episode, but in terms of like what the actual first season is like, I would say it's like maybe Rebels, like
I think
season
this is-
2, 3,
I'm sorry,
like
but I
type
think
quality
this is-
content.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Like-
this is way better than Rebels.
Yeah.
Like, and I love Rebels, but I think I love Rebels because I like the characters from Rebels.
Yeah.
I don't actually like. I'm already significantly more invested in the plot line of this show
Yeah.
than I ever was in anything in Rebels until season 4.
Well, also this is
So-
a very
Season 3 and 4,
this is
I
a
could
very
rewatch.
unknown area of like that kind of people have wanted for a long time, which is like, okay, let's get some perspectives of like the very early days of the Empire, and we have a couple. We have this is the only like visual medium we really have for it. Otherwise, we have the Vader comic, which is even a weird like kind of weird angle. Of
And now,
showing
and
it.
I guess you could say
This is
like,
the clone perspective.
not early days of the Empire, but we do have like Obi-Wan.
And Fallen
That's
Order
about 10
and
years in,
Survivor.
though.
Fallen Order
And
and
even,
Survivor,
even 5
yeah.
years is like even Fallen Order is like 5 years in
Yeah.
already.
Yeah, no, this is
So
like the
this
next
is
day.
right away.
Right
This
now.
is
The
like
next day.
first year of the Empire, so it's very interesting to see like what's going on at this.
How they're
period.
building.
Like
for
they're
that.
still using clones. They're still
Yeah, like how things
There's
shift,
still- this
when
is-
things shift. So
the just like last episode, episode 2. They just started having chain codes and
Yeah.
Yeah,
like-
and I think
like
my other thing with like Rebels, for example, is like you know how it's gonna end up.
exactly.
You know what I mean? I
Like-
mean, I expected. I fully went into Rebels with the understanding that they were all gonna die at the end because we've never seen them, but they didn't. Obviously,
And they've made it work.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, yeah. It's because
This
Dave
doesn't
was
have
like,
the
yeah,
luxury.
no, we can't do
this we don't have the luxury of thinking these characters are going to survive nearly as much. It's even less likely that
It-
these
it is
characters
less
will survive than the Rebels characters.
Yes.
So
But there are
But
two
I think
seasons
one
so
of the
far.
things that they do with this show too, and you guys just start talking about it, is that like we don't really know what happened to the clones in canon very
At all.
well. So like you couldn't just assume that one day they decided, well, let's get rid of all the clones, because if you just decided that, there would have been enough clones that would have said like they're just taking us and burning us or letting us.
They could be
We're
a
going to
problem,
rebel. They would have. They literally would have fought
They
for
would
their
have started
lives.
their own rebellion.
Because enough of, especially
The
some of the
clone
older
uprising.
models that had enough individuality that like they're going to be like, well, I'm not going to just die. Like,
so
Look
just
at one of my
die,
favorite
man.
missions.
so
one of my
they
favorite
need
missions
to
in
have
the
a
old
transition.
Battlefront 2
They need to have a transition period. The one thing that you guys didn't mention was when they get back from the mission and they're talking about this concept of the next generation of clone, and this like the Jango Fett's original DNA whatever is deteriorated. They're making copies of copies of copies. So like move forward with your thing, but the thing is they need Omega for that. Like you can I think it's
I'm
like
excited,
alluding
yeah.
to the fact that for them to do what they think is their next important thing, they need Omega because for some
they said they
she's
need the specific clone.
They
Yes.
said they needed one. They
yeah,
needed
but
one.
it's clearly
let's be real.
Omega.
Like,
I
everyone
mean,
thought
like
it was Omega pretty quick. So
because they've never actually said like nobody on Camino has said that she's a defective clone.
yes, they have. They've already said that.
Did the clone say that?
Yes,
the Camino
they've
say that?
already said that in the first episode.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was just their interpretation of
No,
that's
they've
what
said
it
there's 5 enhanced clones, and she's one of them. They've already.
Oh, okay.
We already know it's not Echo because Echo was a wreck.
Okay.
I just
All right, they're playing with their ships. I guess it's time to go.
Yeah, but I'm excited to see what happens in episode 4. I'm definitely invested in this Crosshair ship. Like,
Real
this
quick,
is
just to
nuts.
get it out of my mind though, because otherwise I'll be mad. Like someone mentioned Clone Uprising. One of my favorite missions in the old Battlefront 2, like story mode that you could play, like the 501st Journal, was like when you had to go back to Camino, but you were clones, and then were you stormtroopers or clones?
I think
for
you
that
were
mission?
clones. and
I think
go
you were
grab the
you were
DNA,
going.
right?
You had to go like fight
Oh,
younger
yes.
clones that were in like old Phase 1 armor that the Kaminoans had like bred up to fight because they were realized that the Empire was about to come crush them, so they had their own. That was like
That's cool.
Again, that's very
I
much
remember that, yeah.
decanonized now, but.
Yeah. Well, thanks for watching. If you like this, go ahead and subscribe down below. You can follow us on Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, BICVP Radio, everything you can find us on.
Watch the original show.
Oh,
on
yes,
Disney
yes. We
Plus.
are not a market substitute. Please watch the episode of the show before you come and watch this, and you can just come and hear us discuss this.
Yeah.
Stay tuned for more content. We have some fun things going on. Yeah. Yeah, thanks,
Like and
Max, for
subscribe.
Thank you,
coming.
Thanks for
stopping.
And
Thank you, Legionnaires.
We're not saying this. No,
Thank
I
you,
refuse.
Legionnaires. No, we'll
Try to be original.
We'll
get
catch all
shat
you
on.
dudes on the floaty flop. Goodbye. May the force be with you.